Welcome back to another video. Just down here now with these cows here again, just giving a look at them, and I just brought up the mineral bucket there from the from where they were moved from the last time. I didn't think of bringing it there with me, but just on the calves that's here, these are all after our own bull, 432. He's sort of the second bull that we have there. We've three bulls there. There's an old lad, this 432 is in the middle, and the young lad then 495. They're all bulls bred by Gary Morrissey, but the majority of these, actually all of the, well, there might be a couple after the old bull. They're after that middle bull. Hadn't any great calving difficulties. To be an odd bit of a pull. Like he'd be fairly high up there on calving difficulty there according to the ICBF. But touch wood now, don't get any major problems. Bringing good calves. He'd be more on the terminal side now. He wouldn't be bringing replacement heifers, if you know what I mean. Like there's a lovely heifer there now. Like she'd be out of, that's what to say, a 4-star cow, but she would have been bred by ourselves. And that heifer, according to ICBF, she'll be only a 3-star. But I'd be very inclined to keep that one. She's great shape to her. She's good and broad there at the back, so I'd imagine, well, that's at the minute, and I presume it'll carry on. They often picked out heifers, but they never worked out. From one thing or another, something happened to them. But like, you have to judge the stock by what's in front of you as well. Like, it can't be all from the paper. I probably would like to get a bit more milk into them, but the cows we have are fairly milky there as well. Like, they're rearing good calves there. I know now they're getting a shake of meal in the shed, but wasn't a hectic amount. And they're out here, what, the best part of a month out now. So they're the best part of a month out here now, and they're not showing any signs of lacking anything. So we'll be happy enough with the way they are that way as well. But yeah, there's a bull calf now after that lad. Same bull again. Good shape to him. Nice hindquarters to him there, and a good square, stocky bull as well. So, and this is another heifer by him as well. She's a good even looking heifer. Nice looking as well, and then from the hindquarter, like good and square, good and broad, seems to be good and broad there in the hips. So that's probably another one for the, I'm not sure what stars they have her down as, but I'm starting to go away from looking at that paper too much. There's a bull calf after that lad as well. Same, getting a good broad back on him. So yeah. But yeah, they're all happy here now this morning. The sun is out, it's nice and mild there now, there's a bit of growth on. Supper rain there now for tomorrow, showing a reasonable amount. Hopefully it won't come too bad. But it has been a good supper rain here, and it's sort of upsetting grazing plans, I know, in a lot of places. On this here, with the supper rain coming, they're on too much ground, if you know what I mean. Just not to tighten them up too much. If it gets too wet, they just postle up too much, making muck of it. But then on the flip side of that, it's not great giving them too much run either. They just trample it into the ground. But yeah, look, you have to go with the way the weather is, isn't it? But you'd run through fields here very quick doing this. By rights, they should be held down here, I suppose, for Yeah, I might actually just fasten him into this one now when it's fine there now, and let him back up now across the tube tomorrow. Just to let him graze off this a bit better anyway. I'm just up here looking at the cows now up on top of the hill here now in Sherwood. Just giving a check on them there. But it's a good day now today. It's been a big change there from the last few days. You see calves and the line out flat. They're as if they were dead. They're just thriving strong when they're like that. But today now was a lovely day. Yesterday was wet enough. But yeah, there now with a bit of heat there the last few days, grass is moving on. Grass is moving on there nicely. There's a nice bit of cover coming back, and I see the silage ground and that now is after moving on well there now in the last couple of days there with the bit of heat. Now that's the bull I'll be talking about there, 432. That's his tag number. That's not a designated number for him now or anything. But he's a good bull. Look, he's not a bull for heifers. Cows, he'd be cows on, you know, he'd be fairly big frame bull. Calves is fairly big after him as well. But nothing outrageous with the right sort of cows. That's a calf after him there, like you can see the shape that he's bringing. Good calves. He's a good long bull, deep bull, but he's a quiet lad too. Nothing butcher, you can't trust any of them either, that matter. But yeah, we were happy enough with him. There, like as you can see the calves that he's bringing there around. Like that's the sort of where I'm coming from looking at the AI calves. Like I don't know what. Just our calves seem to be that bit more stronger in themselves. But look at as horses for courses, I suppose you'd have to see what them calves will do now down the line a bit. They have a good bit of time to go, so they probably will prove me wrong. But just to look at him there to start anyway, they wouldn't be the same calf. There's another example of that lad's calf. Here again, this one here, and then that 28 that's here behind there looking up, he'd be a AI calf. There's another calf after him here now, and the lad in front of him now. The two of them will be actually much the same age. The lad to the right. The pair going off there. This lad here, that's after for this bull here beside me, and the lad out in front. He's just jumping on there. He's an AI bull. Like that's the two difference in the calves there at the minute anyway, like, and the two of them is much the same age. So this nearer lad like is an awful lot thicker a calf nor this lad here. But yeah, sure, look, in a year's time that could completely irrelevant. Like it could be a different story altogether. But yeah, the day now, it's a grand day now today. Nice bit of heat there. T-shirt weather here now at the minute, but that could all change. It wasn't t-shirt weather yesterday anyway, that's one sure thing. And this is our young bull. He's down here with a few heifers. Well, there's a couple of heifers there after the other bull, and also there's a couple of cows that's a bit lame there and a few things, so left him there with them, give him a bit of a bunch there to keep him occupied. But that's him there now. He's a good long bull as well. Nice bit of shape to him, good depth on him there as well. He's a quiet bull enough. That lad now has a fair bit of weight to him. He's almost a ton. He's 980 kilos just standing there at the minute. That'd be after a bull of Morrissey's as well, Grange Ford. Bull and a cow of his, but there would be Village Fantastic in his line, and Emerson would be in his background as well. But there is a nice bit of breeding to that lad there. Like there's he'll be going back to Village Fantastic, and Emerson will be in his lines there as well. So yeah, there's a bit of breeding behind him. And that 432 bull, like he'll be bred by Winfield Park Lomo, and a cow of Morrissey's own Grange Ford Kizzy, and they'd be Cerberus in his lines, the back lines as well. So yeah, like they're fairly well bred, the pair of them. Now they would be more for terminal they would be more terminal bulls than replacement bulls, so that's why we're going down the AI road to maybe try and bring back in a bit more milk into the replacement heifers. So yeah, look, at have to be looking at that anyway, changing the breeding. Like you can't stay going down the one road the whole time. Like the breeding will get very tight on them, and it'll be hard to get bulls, keep different bulls going along. So maybe we'll get around it this way, like by trying to breed the heifers AI and sticking with the bulls then, like for fattening side of it. So look, you need a good AI bull as well. Like he needs to be up on the terminal side as well, because they're not all going to be heifers. So maybe the sex route might be a way of going. And look, we'll have to look into it and go a bit further. Or what's anyone is watching this, any ideas, or what way do they work on bringing things around that way, work on your replacements. So yeah. This one here lying down just after having that calf there standing behind her there. Nice lively calf, good sized calf as well. And he's after getting in and sucking and all there, so can't ask for much more than that. But yeah, she was no length calving. Once she got into calving there, she wasn't long about having it, so easy calving enough. And that calf will be after that 432 bull of ours there as well. So yeah, happy enough with them there. There's two after that one and another one after calving there a short time ago. Well, a couple of days ago she calved.